Good morning, students. We are moving to the next unit, that is Unit 5, Analysis of Data. This unit involves tabulation of data, processing, then it goes to the analysis of data. So, in analysis of data, first we will see processing and analysis. So, the processing means how you are going to calculate your data and how you are going to analyze and then how you are going to present it. So, let's see. After the collection of data from primary or secondary sources, arrangement is done so that the same way may be analyzed and interpreted with the help of statistical tools. So, after when you are collecting the data, you need to analyze and you have to present your data, that is with the help of statistical tool. So, software packages used are MS Excel, SPSS, that is software packages for social sciences, Google Documents, etc. So this processing of data mainly includes field editing and central editing, and this it goes in a flow chart like first you will do editing, then you will do coding, then you will do classification, tabulation, and you will go for the graphing. The graphing is nothing but the presentation. So the data editing is the process by which collected data is examined to detect any errors or omissions, and further these are collected as much as possible before proceeding further. So data editing, see, whenever you are collecting any information, you have to once go through your information to check whether there is any missed things present or there is any error to make your information perfect. So same is that data editing. So whenever you are collecting any data, you are going through your data and finding out any errors to exclude that errors and make your data perfect. So this is what data editing is. It is mainly divided into field editing and central editing. Field editing is nothing but when you are collecting data and on the same day you are editing and finishing it, and central editing is nothing but when you collect whole data and at the last you are going to find errors and mistakes to make it a perfect data. So let's see. Field editing is a type of editing that relates to abbreviated or illegible written form of gathered data. Such editing is more effective when done on the same day or the very next day after the interview. The investigator must not jump to conclusion while doing field editing. So field editing is done on the same day too. It also helps the person to edit the data more accurately and more precisely when it is done on the same day or on the very next day. Central editing. Such type of editing relates to the time when all data collection process has been completed. Here a single or common editor corrects the error like entry in the wrong place, entry in wrong unit, etc. As a rule, all the wrong answers should be dropped from the final result. So same editing, you are going to eliminate all the errors and making it perfect. But this central editing is done when all the data collection has been completed. That is, when you are completing overall collection, at the last you are going to do the correction. Then benefits of data editing. Data obtained is complete in all respects. So since you are doing it day by day, that is field editing or central editing, this makes your data complete. It is accurate in terms of information recorded and responses sought. So it is appropriate since you are doing editing, so there is no mistakes found. There is very rare chance of getting mistakes in your data. The response format is in the form that was instructed. So mainly what you are doing in the data editing is always instructed to you, and in the same way you are carrying it to the next step. The data is instructed in a manner that entering the information will not be a problem. So whenever you are doing any data collection and you are finishing it editing, so you are doing in the same way as you are instructed. So there is no any problem in your data collection. Then we will go for the data coding. Data coding is nothing but whenever you are doing any data editing, you are going to make it a numerical value. You are going to count your data, and that is called coding. The process of identifying and denoting a numerical to the responses given by the respondent is called coding. You can take, for example, you have done multiple choice question and you have like a questionnaire you have given to your samples, and after that you are collecting data from it. That is, you are collecting your questionnaire back. So whenever you are going to count that how many samples have said yes and how many samples have said no, so there will be a numbering of yes and there will be a numbering of no. So that is what data coding is. You are separating it in numerical values. Then classification of data. Classification of data is mainly divided on its characteristics, and it is mainly divided into two, that is classification according to attributes and classification according to the class of intervals. This classification according to attributes is basis on the characteristics, that is similarity, and classification according to the class intervals is based on the numericals, that is numeric values. So let's see what is classification according to the attributes. Here the data is classified on the basis of common characteristics that can be descriptive, like literacy, sex, honesty, marital status, etc. Descriptive features are quality in nature and hence cannot be measured quantitatively but are kindly considered while making an analysis. So there is also one difference, that your attributes are qualitative. You are going to see the quality, you are going to see the characteristics. Then we will go for the next, that is classification on the basis of interval. So since your attribute was qualitative, your interval is quantitative. You are going to see the quantity, numbering. The numerical feature of the data can be measured quantitatively and analyzed with the help of same statistical unit, like the data relating to the income, production, age, weight, etc. come under this category. This type of data is known as statistics of variables, and the data is classified by way of intervals. So I have already told you it is a numerical value. So tabulation of data. Tabulation of data is nothing but representation of your data after calculating how you are going to present in the form of tabulation. Tabulation is an orderly arrangement of data in rows and columns. Tabulation summarizes the raw data and displays data in the form of some statistical tablets. So it is mainly divided into two types, vertical tablets and horizontal tablets. In that, graphing of data, how you are going to do graphical present. These things you have already studied in the maths when you was in the school, graphical presentation of the data. So this graphical presentation, that is visual presentation of data. Data are presented as absolute number or percentage. So how you are going to collect your data and how you are going to show the numerical value, in the same way your data will be presented graphically. So in that, first one is bar chart. So whenever we are collecting any data and we have to present it in a percentage or in a numbering, but mainly in bar chart we go for the percentage. So it is mainly donated in the bar and it mainly goes horizontally. In a bar chart, a bar shows each category, the length of which represents the amount, frequency or percentage of the value falling into a category. You can also see the diagram how the values are presented. Then there is a pie chart. Pie chart is presented in a circular motion. The circle is containing 360 degree, or you can say 100%. Out of that, this circle represents the value of your data. The pie chart is a circle broken up into slices that represent categories. The size of each slice of the pie varies according to the percentage in each category. So it mainly gives your whole presentation, the whole outcome of your data, the whole result of your data through this pie chart. You can summarize it in a one paper. You can going to summarize your data in one paper with the help of the pie chart. Then we will go for the line graph. In line graph, it shows the degree of inclination or declination, where you will be joining point to point to show your increment or decrement. Then we will go for the next, that is histogram. Histogram is also like a bar diagram, but it is mentioned longitudinally. A graph of the data is in a frequency distribution is called histogram. It mainly shows the frequency, how much there is changes, increase or decrease. Then polygon. It is mainly presented in form of percentage, and it is somewhat in a form of line diagram. A percentage polygon is formed by having the midpoint of each class represent of data in that class and then connecting the sequence of midpoint at their respective class percentage. So mainly we are joining it from the midpoint, and then each section is made a midpoint, and then these points are joined together, which shows a curve of the structure of your data. So in today's class, we have seen about the processing and data collection, coding, decoding. Then we have seen the tabulation. In tabulation, there was the bar chart, pie chart, polygon, histogram, and so on. That's all for the today's clues. Thank you to all the students.